Welcome back, friends of G&K. I'm sure you've heard plenty of talk about carbon credits as it relates to agriculture. But first, let's understand what carbon credits really are. Soil carbon sequestration is a process in which CO2 is removed from the atmosphere and stored in the soil carbon pool. This process is primarily mediated by plants through photosynthesis, with carbon stored in the form of soil organic carbon. So industry emits carbon dioxide into the atmosphere by their manufacturing processes, burning fossil fuels, or just conducting business. So industries basically have two options to reduce their carbon footprint. One is they can install equipment or filters to sequester it themselves, which can be very expensive and difficult to do. Or they can pay a carbon credit broker to offset the footprint they're doing by buying credits and continuing to do business the way they've done business. This field right now, growing soybeans, is sequestering carbon because it's pulling it from the atmosphere and retaining it in the soil in the form of soil organic carbon. However, when this crop is gone, there is no plant sequestering carbon any longer for a period of time when there's no crop growing. So these carbon credit brokers are paying you to keep something growing year round to sequester carbon all the time. Does that make perfect sense or what? So G&K has been exposed to many other companies and brokers in this carbon space. What we have found to resonate with is Indigo Ag. Indigo is a carbon credit broker. They have this pool of carbon credits purchased by industries that they want to distribute to farmers as they implement practices on their farm that reduce carbon. You can do a lot of your own research online to see what Indigo Ag is about, but here are four main reasons that we like Indigo Ag. One is they've been around for 10 years, and more importantly, have spent the last 5 years deeply involved in the carbon credit space. Two is we feel they have a very comprehensive and grower-centric program offering. Three is they're the only broker that's verified by the Climate Action Reserve, which is a third-party validation. Lastly, Indigo has evolved over the last 5 years by listening to growers, listening to people in the production space to kind of modify and improve their crediting process. So those are just a handful of reasons why we like Indigo Ag, but let's talk about some of the program details as it might relate to you.
Probably one of the best aspects of Indigo's credit offerings is the flexibility. They have what's called Field Flex, which means you can choose or change between a program practice, such as cover crops or reduced tillage, or a grain premium option. For example, if you sign up for a program practice, but a year later there's a better grain option, you can flex your enrolled acres to the more lucrative choice at that present time. Another key feature is that their online data entry and enrollment platform has been simplified to be one of the easiest to complete and least time-consuming in the industry. Plus, you have G&K to help you with that process, since we already house a lot of your data and we're more familiar with the process. Enrollment of all your acres will secure them for future programs or retroactive practices, because if you enroll now, it will enable a 1-year look back. That means if a new program practice or a grain option becomes available next year, you could have acres to apply to that from the previous year's enrollment. Right now, one of their best offerings is a $20 per acre guarantee on cover cropped acres that were either new in 2023 or planted in 24. So you could get paid on something you did last fall, which is a pretty good deal in our opinion.
So you may have already participated in programs in the past like cost share programs, NRCS, Soil and Water, H2 Ohio, EQIP, things like that. This is a very similar scenario. And this is the direction that the public wants to go in. So we as farmers are in a unique position to get paid for some of the things you're doing, or may look to do some of the things to get paid to do. The other advantage, a lot of carbon credits can stack on top of some of these programs that you may already be in. So the bottom line is this: there's money available if it fits your operation and it fits your practices. You can choose to chase the money or choose not to. Indigo has a $20 per acre incentive on acres that were newly first-time cover cropped in 2023, as well as in 2024 if you're going to seed. However, that needs to be signed up by September 1st. so we don't have a lot of time to get this organized. So if you've been curious about carbon credits or don't understand it, call one of us, call our office. We'll be glad to help provide details or steer you in the right direction. As always, thanks so much for watching. It's good to see you. Tune into our next video, and until then, have a safe upcoming fall. Today's topic is the topic of carbon credits. And what we found is, I don't know what the hell we found. Okay, so hold on.
Come on, Dad, what the heck?
When you're thinking about it, you can't think about it. I said that twice, which sucks. Say what you said. Tell me what you said, and I'll say it again. Are you making fun of me? I don't even hardly care if I look stupid.